How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video I'm going to be trying out a couple different new cards. I'm going to be using the 95 overall postseason Bob Gibson. I'm also going to be using the postseason Reggie Jackson and the brand new third inning program boss Grady Sizemore. I've yet to try some of these cards out, so let's go ahead and hop right into it. Honestly, most of this team that I'm going to be using in this brand new event, featuring all left-handed hitters and right-handed pitchers, are pretty much brand new. I mean, we start off this thing with a slider right down the middle, give up a 2-run shot. We're using Edward Cabrera, and this opponent was definitely seeing the ball well. He's hitting the ball. We have Cliff Floyd in left field trying this card out first time. He was the last headliner, and look at him out there. He just drops the ball, hits him right in the glove, drops it. You already know this guy's hitting another home run right here. Boom, there it is. 2-run shot from Brandon Crawford, down by 4 runs. What a great way to start this event off. I figured I would include a couple of these highlights, but we're down 4-0 already. Just looking to try out some of these brand new cards. Here we have Reggie Jackson going to the opposite field for an extra base hit. I feel like that card would be really good if he had a little bit more contact against right. I don't know, maybe parallel him up. Maybe he's going to be a lot better. But here, this Lou Gehrig card is extremely good. I mean, I only have a couple base hits with him. He's usually coming in off the bench, but he has multiple home runs for me. So, I don't know. Eventually, I will probably use him at first base for my ranked season squad, but David Ortiz has very similar attributes with just a lot more power. It's hard to say. I think I like Lou Gehrig's swing a little bit more. Here we have Grady Sizemore starting off this next game. Got off to a little bit of a slow start with Grady Sizemore, but he does hit a home run to start this one off. Felt like I was a little early on it. Didn't really get under the ball either, but I will certainly take the home run. Anyway, we have Bob Gibson on the mound in this game. I'm not going to be able to use him in every single event game, but he does have the unbreakable quirk. He does have the 95 durability. The one thing about this card that I think is going to be a problem is that his K per 9 is not high enough. If you parallel this card all the way up to that 5th tier, I think he's going to be good. He'll have 100 hits per 9 and 91 K per 9, but I don't think it's worth it to have to parallel a card up all the way, or at least 10,000 parallel XP in order to make that card extremely good, right? I think Bob Gibson will be all right, but there are a lot of other pitchers that you can go to, and I feel like that's why he's so cheap on the market. But another no PCI home run, or at least a home run where the PCI was not necessarily on the ball. That's happened to me a few times in this event. We'll probably take a look at some slow motion swings if it does happen again, just to kind of see where the barrel of the bat actually makes contact with the ball pixel when the PCI is not on the baseball. But here we have Fergie Jenkins on the mound in this one, and I think Fergie Jenkins, like for example, he's way better than Bob Gibson, even though Bob Gibson does have, a power slider. He does have some pretty good stuff behind his card. I would just much rather use Fergie. This opponent's using the 42 version of Bob Gibson, which is also pretty good. I think Bob Gibson does have a pretty good pitch mix. He just doesn't have a cutter. If he had a cutter, he'd be so much better. He does have the hard slider. His changeup doesn't break enough, and he throws it a little bit too hard. I know that I'm, being very critical on a couple of those things, but that's what I'm kind of looking for specific pitchers. Here we have Reggie Jackson going deep, later side of good. I'm looking for that no doubt animation from Reggie Jackson. He really throws the bat right on top of the plate, kind of disrespects the pitcher a little bit, but that is definitely a sweet animation in the game. There, Kyle Seager is going deep with his first no doubt home run on the squad as well. We have Brandon Crawford up next. He's going deep with his first home run on the squad. That card seems to be pretty good. I mean, he might be a good bench bat against righties. He does have some live series active quirks. I've seen a lot of people do well against me with that card. He does have lower vision, lower contact against righties, but if you parallel him up, he does get over 100 contact and power against righties. Here we have Grady Sizemore going deep against Edward Cabrera. This was actually the first home run I hit with Grady Sizemore. Uploaded the clips a little bit out of order. Wanted to include some Bob Gibson gameplay every couple games. I wanted to try out, some of these brand new diamonds, some players that I have not necessarily tried out that might not be brand new. Here we have Omar Narvaez up at the plate. We don't really have too many options for a left-handed hitting catcher. I would love to see a flashback version of Kyle Schwarber make his appearance into the game. I know that Schwarber had a 3-homer night recently, and I think it would be awesome if he had a Player of the Month card or some type of Tops Now version. But if he doesn't have catcher, he just does not have as much value to me. You know, I just wouldn't put that card in the outfield. I would really like to use a left-handed hitting catcher. I think that Jorge Posada has so much value in this game because he's the only, you know, real switch hitting catcher that we have that has high contact against right. I know we have Matt Wieters as well. I don't personally like Matt Wieters, but there it is. Reggie Jackson, no doubt home run animation. PCI not even on the baseball at all. Let's take a look at this swing in slow motion. If you notice, the barrel of the bat hits the ball perfectly. I don't understand what causes this type of thing in the game, but it does happen. It happens quite a bit. We're playing on all-star difficulty in this event. I want to try and point those things out when I notice it, that the PCI was not on the ball, but the barrel of the bat really was right on the ball pixel. He swung low and away. The pitch was low and away. It was just a weird situation. But we are able to go up 3-0, and that's big because this opponent is able to kind of bloop in a couple hits. He pulled one. He went the other way with another. And here we're facing David Ortiz. So one swing of the bat ties the game up. However, we get the double play ball. Pretty important animation there from Brandon Crawford. He is a little slow, but he does have gold defense. He should be usable over there at shortstop. Trying to get out of this inning with Bob Gibson, and he is able to catch this pop fly. However, we'll never know because the ball's frozen there in mid-flight. But Bob Gibson, gold fielder, not bad at all. He's, you know, doesn't give up any runs really in this video. I just don't think that he will be as effective going up against a really good opponent on Hall of Fame or going up against a really good player on Legend. But here, Fergie Jenkins, fastball inside to Rafael Devers, serving up a 2-run shot. That is not the best way to start off this game, but I was trying to challenge him, right? You have to try and challenge your opponents, especially on All-Star in this game. You know, you just have to pitch, hope they get themselves out because it is very difficult to pitch on All-Star. It's very easy to hit. You're able to, you know, have bad timing and get rewarded a little bit more frequently. And if you have good swings, then you're also going to get rewarded. But we are able to take the lead back. We give up 2 runs. We score 4. And now we brought in Rob Dibble. This guy is very good. Has outlier. Fastball up and away to Shohei Ohtani. Don't even move with the outfielders. That ball's not coming back. That is a solo shot. Now we're facing Cedric Mullins. This card has done really well every single time I've faced him in this event. And there he goes again. A no-doubter. Back-to-back pitches. Back-to-back home runs from the opponent. Solid swings there. We were able to kind of shut him down. We go into extra innings. Unable to walk it off. Bottom of the 3rd inning. Completely my fault. But we did get a base knock with Kyle Seager in this one. It brings up Brandon Crawford. And that is going to end the ball game with the walk-off sacrifice fly. Kind of an interesting way to end it. Not the best way, but it does get the job done. Here we have Bob Gibson on the mound once again. 16 pitches in. He has 2 outs. And that's going to be a seeing-eye single. Unable to throw him out at the plate. We're trying to get that run right back, though. Facing Edward Cabrera. This is a great event to parallel Edward Cabrera. The clip kind of glitched out right there, but home run from David Ortiz to the opposite field. Now we have Tony Gwynn in the leadoff spot, and he throws the fastball right down the middle. That's going to clear the bases. He just walked Lou Gehrig to put him on first base to set up the double play. And we are going for third base here with Tony Gwynn, trying to parallel that card up, honestly, because I think he will be a very effective bench bat to have. Grady Sizemore, only 273 batting average, but that's going to do it for this video. Wanted to try out a couple of these brand new players. Hopefully you all enjoyed. Peace out.